Hi there. So this is my video touring my website and showing my final project. And I designed this site using the Bootstrap lesson, and it's pretty basic right now. Not a lot of content. I just have these two tabs up here for home and assignments, and for the homepage, I just left it as the brief about me that was from one of the first assignments of the semester when we were learning to code HTML very basically. I did add in some social media links down here. I'm not going to click on them right now because they'll take us away and off, and but I wanted to show them, and so that's that. And like I said, I only have two tabs up here, but I'm thinking that maybe I'll revamp the site once the class is finalized and I don't need to include all of the different assignments um, along with some of the smaller ones, and try and use the site for more of a portfolio or resume or something of the sort. But I'll go ahead and go to the assignments page now. And as you can see, I put my final project right at the top along with a write-up. And it explains that I'm planning a trip to Europe in May with a couple of friends, and I wanted a way to sort of visualize and easily present the itinerary and costs I've researched by creating a Google map. And to do this, I actually found a Linda lesson that I have right here. It was actually a three-part segment, but I just did this second segment right here, which took about 45 minutes. And it showed me how to input the data I wanted to include into Google spreadsheets and geocode the locations, and then create a Google Fusion table from that. And the way the instructor explained it, he already had his data set up in Excel spreadsheets. So when creating them, he had me create two different spreadsheets, two different Fusion tables, and then merge them together to create the map you see here. And then once you get the map up and running and the dots located, depending on the different data, you can change these pins, these dots, so that you can either have the circle or you can have the pin that's on that Google Maps actually uses. And you can change the colors of all of them, or the colors of certain ones. Like his data focused on gas station prices, and so he had the dots of gas stations that were more expensive be red, and the dots of cheaper ones be green. You can also go in and customize what information is displayed in these boxes. That comes from your data tables and the originally spreadsheets, but then the Fusion table. And you can even create a heat map, um, depending on your data, of like using the concentration of the dots and so forth. So he did that in order to show what it looked like, where like a lot of the cheaper ones were versus the more expensive ones. I didn't really need that, but that was one of the options. And so for the purposes of the trip, I wanted to include a little description of where the data is located and the cost I've estimated for the city, and then any additional notes I wanted to share, and then also to say, where they should look to go next, the next spot on the trip, the next dot to check. And this is actually customized because originally there's also an address um, information title as part of the tables, because that's how they map the dots, is using a location column. But I didn't really need the location. I just needed more so the description of the location, because the the addresses I picked out were kind of just like places in the cities themselves, and because it can't geocode a city itself. It needed more of an address, or at least that's the way we did it, following the video. And then, so there's that. And then the next part of the lesson explained how to draw in lines and polygons on the Google map, so you can connect the dots or group things together. And it that involved saving this Google map as a KML, keyhole markup language file, and opening it in Google Earth, where I could then draw in these paths that you see on this map, to connect the dots, so it's a little easier to jump around, although it does get confusing at certain spots. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Because there are multiple lines to certain cities, but in those cities will possibly break up, or we're coming back together. So I wanted to show those different possibilities. Like, for instance, in Rome, or I should say after Rome, we definitely have one girl heading to Russia, because she's trying to do a study abroad there this summer, which if you follow this line and click on one of these dots, and there's two dots up here because I'm going to meet back up with her, but one of them you'll see is specifically for her, while if you go and follow this line over here, you'll get to Weymouth, which is for the rest of us. And then once the paths were drawn, I saved it as a KML file, the map that was in Google Earth, then saved it as a KML file again and imported it into a new Google Fusion table, and it gave me this map. And another cool thing was that when you publish the map, so that you can either share the link to it, or embed it on a website, you can, whatever you have the screen with the map showing, like whatever part of the map is showing when you're publishing it, is what it originally shows someone who then pulls up the map. So if I refresh this, of course the internet's not working the fastest right now. What you see right here, how zoomed in it is right here versus here, those were where the screens were at when I published it. So that was really cool to me. And that's about it for the final project. And then as far as the rest of the assignments page goes, it's broken up into the major assignments, which you see here, such as, let's see, the jukebox assignment. And this was right around when I went to the Taylor Swift concert, so naturally, this is what was created. And for a couple songs, I had really good pictures from the concert that I included as the image that came up when the song is clicked. I think this one's one of them. So yeah, so you see the picture from the concert that I had taken, whereas like some of the other ones just have like from her CD release. This one, yeah, see where it has something that I think it was a Polaroid that was actually in the CD. So that's that. Here we go. Back to the assignments page. And then the rest of the page is just the smaller assignments and exercises that we did that were more a part of like the weekly lessons that needed to be uploaded. And that's about it. The social media links again, they're on each page. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching.